Welcome to the first ever bear market index video. Today we're going to talk about our safe list and coins that have a chance to go 100x. So we're going to start off today by discussing our number one ranked coin. First of all, before we get into the details of that particular coin, let me give you a little bit of background on how we establish the process for choosing coins and the research that is done. It's a three-step process. So the first step is that we've established what we call the ABMI. That's the altcoin bear market index, and we register and we rank over 250 coins on a regular basis. The top 100 altcoins by market cap, including Bitcoin, the top 100 metaverse altcoins, and then 50 additional altcoins that we've put onto our watch list. So the altcoin bear market index is determined purely by an algorithm, and it's based on unmanipulated data. So we take 19 different market indicators that are 100% of the rating. So we don't have any of our opinion or thoughts or anything that go into the rating. It's purely based on the numbers. And then what happens is the second step we do is we spend 20 to 25 hours researching the top 75 rated altcoins that with the goal of eliminating at least 50 of those coins to get it down to 25. And we base that on 10 different factors, and these are all factors that are not just pure numbers. They're things like funding, business model, emissions, partners, management, and those kinds of things. And then once we've established that, we've got down to the 25 top coins, we're looking to get involved in about 12 coins, all right? So when we want to get involved in 12 coins, we try to look at the market conditions, and we reduce our safe list to 12. Now, right now with the market where it's at, we're looking more for coins that have potentially, since we're in a bear market rally, we don't want to pick coins that have a lot of risk of going down. We want to still pick coins that have a good risk, a good opportunity to go up, but we want to try to buy ones that are closer to the bottom of their range. And so that's a big part of it, and that's how we get to our 12 coins. So this three-step process, if you look at it on a particular coin, okay, in this case, our number one ranked coin, which is Blockchain Monster Hunt, BCMC, it came up with a raw BMI, which only takes into two things into account, right? It takes into actually three things: the current price, what the bear market low has been in this bear market, and what the bull market high immediately preceding this market was at. And so we consider those three things. And actually, this 259 or 267, I should say, 267.4, that's the highest rating we've ever had on any coin in our history. So it definitely caught our attention. And we looked at the market price, okay, at the current price, it was sitting at just over 1.5 or 1.6 cents. And so that was good. And then we looked at the bear market low, and see it's pretty close to the bear market low, which is 1.3 cents. And so we analyzed that that's 80.7% of the bear market low. So the drop is only should be protected in that 20% range. It could go lower, but at least that there's not a lot of drop range there. And then we looked at the bull market high, which is immediately preceding this bear market, and it was at $4.18, which left a 25,931% chance opportunity for growth, or a 259 times X if it gets back to its bull market high. So that's a pretty good starting point. We have a huge range there, maximum of 20% downside, upside of 259X. Then what we did is we took it to the next step, which is adding in the rest of the factors in the algorithm, and we saw that we had a net AMBI, so that's AMBI stands for alt, it should say ABMI, so instead of AMBI, so it stands for alt coin bear market index, and that was 106.95. Again, that was among the very highest ratings we've ever had since we started doing the ratings. And so we looked at it and said, okay, well, why is that? What caused that to come down? Because remember, it was at 264 before. It came down to 106. Coins will come down, or they will go up. In this particular case, what brought it down was the fact it's got a low market cap, which, by the way, can be a very positive in this situation as well. It also only has 14% of its circulating supply. So that leaves room for a lot more coins to come in the marketplace. And so we still felt very good about the rating, so we continued on. And the next thing we did is we started to look at what's going on with the blockchain, with this blockchain monster hunt. And what we found was that they had good funding. We found that they have good attention. They've got 30,000 people watching them on Coinbase, Coin Market Cap. So looking at the funding, okay, they just got around a $3.8 million in funding late last year. And that's enough funds to carry them through for 2 years. So one of the most important things in this bear market is you want to have a coin that's not going to go out of business. I mean, they talk about if the bear market gets really bad, we could lose 80 to 90% of the coins. Well, this coin has the capital to withstand the bear market. So that's very important. And so a lot of big names supported them, and we felt very good about that. That was funding they got, $3.8 million. They've raised some additional money besides that, but 3.8 came in last, I believe it was September. And September 2021. And so you just kind of look at that and realize, hey, they've got a lot of great partners, and they're moving in the right direction, and they have the capital. And then the next thing we looked at was we looked at the concept of leadership, right? And so they have a very strong founding team coming from Google, Facebook, Garena. They've excellent leadership, no red flags there, so that's a positive. And then we noticed that their roadmap, right? And one thing about their roadmap, they're pretty much on target on the roadmap. And right now, while everybody else is laying off some people because of the bear market, they're hiring talent, which means they're able to pick up a lot of good talent right now. And I think that they feel very strong opportunity. Earlier, I mentioned that the emissions were a bit of concern at 14%, but what's great about that is they actually have their emissions scheduled to go out over 12 years. And so since they're spreading their emissions out over 12 years, the 14% is not that scary, because by the time we're in and out of this coin, we don't see a real significant increase in emissions that will hurt the price. And then as far as utility goes, the native token is BCMC, and it's used in the cross chain. Okay, so it's really going to be excellent because it's used for NFT purchases, for gaming, for staking, for farming. Those are all the kinds of things we want to see, and so we feel good about the utility of the coin. Another thing is that sometimes these coins that are down there price-wise, it can be a little bit tough to buy, but this is not too bad. Between Gate.io, Uniswap, and PancakeSwap, QuickSwap, I mean, there's plenty of places for this coin to be purchased, and that makes it very attractive as well. So is there a downside? Well, the bull market high could be inflated because it was a new coin last year. So sometimes that can inflate the bull market high, so that could give it a slightly higher value than potentially it would normally have. The game is still under development. They're doing a lot of testing, but it is still under development. And it only has a 2.4 million market cap, which can be easily manipulated. Now, again, I would say that that's probably more of a positive on the 2.4 million market cap, because I think that what will happen is this will end up on the radar of some people who understand how undervalued it is, what the opportunity is, and that's where I think you're going to get a drive to see it go up 5x, 10x, and beyond. So I think the ultimate question comes down to this here that we ask ourselves when we're looking at the coin is, do we think there's a good chance or a good likelihood that this coin could push to between 10 and 20 million in the next 1 to 3 months, okay? And because remember, it's sitting at 2.4 million. Well, if it goes to 10 to 20 million in the next few months, okay, then that is something that we're very interested in, because if it does, we could sell off 30 to 40%, getting our original investment back and take a nice profit on top of that. At that point, then you're playing with house money. And you can sit and wait to see if it ends up being a 20, a 50x, 100x, or even more for the return on the balance of the 60 to 70% that again, like I said, is house money. So I think that's very, very important to keep in mind, and that's how we look at these kinds of things. Remember when you're buying speculative altcoins, especially in a bear market, spread your portfolio out over a number of coins. If you're spending $2,500, maybe you want to get in 4 to 5 coins, 5,000, 6 to 8 coins, and $10,000. And 10,000 anywhere up to $50,000. You want to probably look to get into 10 to 12 coins. You don't want to get spread too thin, but you want to make sure you give yourself a balance and an opportunity for the money for it to go up, and you keep track of everything very well. So there are 11 other safe list coins to review. That you'll be able to watch the videos and learn. And the one of the things we want to do is we want to help educate people. We think this whole industry gets stronger when people don't just sit around and watch other people's recommendations on what to buy, but they understand not just the research, but how they went about it. And so the bear market index that we are part of developing is really good as a tool. It can be a starting point. It can be something you look at once you've done all your research or before you've done all your research. But, it's something that should be looked at because it does really do a great job of indicating that. We'll show you that what's going to happen. We'll show you that in other videos as well. And the last thing that I just want to say is this here is always remember that we're not here giving you advice to buy or financial advice. We're just trying to explain our process and how we look at things, and then giving you some ideas if you look at things the same way, that maybe it can help you develop a pattern for being successful. Thanks for joining us, and I really appreciate it. If you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button, and we're going to try to keep producing some of these videos just for helping keep our check and balance, but also to share the information and help people learn. Thanks again.